fast hand change. So you're gonna lose the ball. Hey there, happy Sunday. So continuing with the series Kihon created from kata, I want to take up one technique and I want to talk about terminology a little bit. So if you have technical names in your native language, they are often an expression of an image, a mental image that you have, something that you do, and then there's a word for it. Often it's a verb, and sometimes it's substantivized. It's made into a noun or something. So, and these make pictures, and these connect in our brain to understand what we're doing. And the next technique is a very good example. So what you do with the technique is you have a ball and you do this here, right? So you can imagine there's some kind of incoming attack, right? It can be a tsuki like that, right? So you just go outside and control it here, right? You catch it. Or it may be a strike, and even there you catch it, and it may be low, right? So maybe like a slanted strike to the lower level, like there, and you would block it like this would be enough. So the attacking angle, the vector would be 90 degrees here, right? This is the right angle, for instance. So you got the most power. But it can also be in the center line, right? In the center part. So, and what you do afterwards, you rotate the ball. So you block or you catch it, and then you rotate the ball. And by doing so, in the kata, you're doing it stationary. You're doing it on the spot. But if you think of application, you have to do a little more. Mostly to protect your own face, because consider you have a sharp weapon, a sharp tip somewhere here, on here. You cannot just do this. Because in this moment, when you take it down, you're gonna get the tip of the weapon into your face, and that's the least thing, I guess, that anybody wants. So what you gotta do is, you block this, and you raise it up, and you rotate your body. You have to rotate your body in order to get the power and get out of the way on the safe side, and then you just slam it down. So you kind of sweep it, right? So it's 1, 2, and then at the end you count up. This is a technique, and in the kata it's just done like this, right? So the kata is wrong, basically, here at that point in doing it like this, because here you have to consider the angle, right? It's not a straight angle, and if you open him up here, this is no. You don't do this. So in fact, as first you get out of the attacking line. To get a little, even if it's just a little tiny bit, a centimeter or something, you take the sting out of the attack, right? So a little bit. Then after you move the body, you'll be quick here. Then you gotta move. With that movement, you have to be very quick. So the weapon, the attacking weapon, it sticks to it. It's glued to it. You have control to it and get out of the way. So with what I repeat now, the image that you build from that idea is that you catch the enemy's weapon, right? Then you rotate it with consideration of your own safety. So catch, rotate, and by doing this is a mechanical process. But this process, you kind of throw it away. You sweep it away. And this is the name of the technique in Japanese. It's Tohu Mawashi Barai. Catch, rotate, and sweep away in sense of throwing the attacking weapon away. Tohu Mawashi Barai. Catch, rotate, and sweep, followed then by a counter. And this is the technique, all right? And so we're going to do it. So it's from a rear posture, from what we might call wakikamai, like this, huh? Come on. What? Yeah, you want it? Okay, I give it to you, like, you know, like, yeah, you know. And from here, we go up and do the rotation and do the thrust. And then we change hands and sides and do the same on the left side. Change hands and side, do the same on the right side. Change hands and side, do the same here. change hands inside, and rotate it here. So this is just Kihon version, right? And the Kihon version is incorrect and unsafe in that it has the opening here. So if you use it as a block in the middle, you need to do all this first step out and then go over on that. But here we're gonna just do it like that. And you remember that, and that's enough for now. You're just doing the technique. You just wanna uninterruptedly get a little in the flow, change the hands. It's a great practice, changing the hands, block over thing, change hands, take it over, change the legs, all the coordination with the hands, the wrist, the body, the weight of the ball, not losing it. And by the way, I'm using heavy ball, so you rarely, if ever, see me losing the grip on the ball. This, you see, is a clear sign of ball that are too light. You know, ball that are too light, you tend to have no control over them when you have to do fast movement, fast hand change. So you're gonna lose the ball. It's just not gonna work with the light kind of wood, you know. So even the big sensei, I recently saw a 9-star sensei, he's doing the evokes kata. He was losing the grip just because it's such a light piece of wood. Alright, so toru, catch, mawashi, rotate, barai, sweep. Toru, mawashi, barai. Catch, rotate, and throw away. Catch, rotate, and throw away. Catch, rotate, throw away. Catch, rotate, throw away. And that's it. Terminology, imagination, connection, the triangle, you know. I don't know the English name. So you got a picture, you got a name, you got terminology, and you get an idea. The brain makes an understanding from that information.
Fast hand change. So you know